Hi there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. How are you doing? Today, I am back in the morning reviews. That's kind of surprising because it's been a while. I always upload late night because my sleeping pattern got kind of disturbed, and I couldn't sleep at night for about a month or so. Something, I don't know, something bothers me. So, yeah, for the very first time yesterday, something funny happened. I fell asleep. I just don't remember anything from last night, like it's sort of like a blackout. I went for evening walk and then I went for reviews and then dinner and then I just passed out. And I woke up, I'm like looking outside, I was like, oh, it's perhaps like afternoon. I totally forgot what it is, day or night. And I was like 5:30, it looks like very dark to be, 5:30 in the afternoon. Maybe it's gonna rain. Then I went up for walking and I realized it looks like morning. What's up? Why everything is so closed? I just realized it was morning and I just totally lost and it was like very deep sleep. And it was a good sleep. I had like a nice morning walk 1 hour. So I'm gonna be accompanied by my lemon honey tea. I love this stuff. And then I'm just wearing after shower yesterday. One of the brothers said time for a haircut, so I gave myself sort of like a trim because I'm growing my hair basically. You guys know I used to have a mohawk and all that. And then basically, yeah, many people found that like my signature, but then I just started changing my hair. I want to grow my hair a little bit, but the side I always have to have my side clean. So the thing is, after shower and everything, morning breakfast, it was a good breakfast. I'm wearing Halloween Man shot, and this fragrance I'm gonna review after this video. It's gonna be a morning thoughts episode, or you guys know. So this is very fantastic fragrance. I'll let you know it's very, very good fragrance. Okay, so thanks to my friend Dr. Jeffrey. So I don't want to rush. I want to talk about a few things in the morning about not fragrances but life and things that I observe from my fragrance community. And then sometimes from time to time we're human beings also, not just robots. Like providing review after review. So we like to talk about our life, updates once in a while, observation, and what we learn from our journey. So I think the topic I want to talk about is Friends. Okay, today's topic is called Friends and not the TV serial, which I'm a big fan of. My favorite character always has been Ross and Joey. Others are good, but Ross and Joey are the two driving force of Friends for me. So yeah, but Friends, when you think of Friends, let me define some of the things a friend's supposed to be like, and I'll let you know like why you should not rush into friendship and how friendship can become dangerous when things go sour. Okay, so I'll let you know from my experience some few tips. If you are not aware of these, or if you are just naive, or even like you are just a young person, you should be maybe be careful when you make friends. Okay, I'm not talking about any particular incident, just normal stuff from life. So what are friends? When you are kids, you go to school with kids, your classmates and friends, you make friends, and then you play with them in the playground. Play as you grow up, you play sports, and then then you fall in love. You find your girlfriend, then you go to college, university. That's how our circle goes, like life cycle goes. We go to workforce, then we meet someone, we get married, then we still have friends, but sometimes we lose connection with friends, we make new friends. So I see friends as in a way that friends are not defined by the name friend. Where someone can be a best friend, but he never keeps in touch with you, never really wishes you anything, never cared for you, when you went through tough time. I feel like those so-called childhood friends or real friends that you have, they brag about it. They're only friends for good times. Let's say some friends are good when you have money. Just I'm gonna speak straight to the point. When you are doing well, you have a car, you can socialize, you can go out party, you throw, and you just throw parties, you host. Then people are plenty lovey-dovey and then plenty nice. But what happens when you're in crisis, when you need someone, that time you'll find very few real friends. If you are lucky, you'll have a lot of friends, but in general you'll not find that many people who actually around with you for the good times, but bad times not that many, right? But you may think that's bad. Let me tell you a worse scenario. Sometimes these are not the worst things possible. I take that like a very simple thing, like very normal thing. People are not there for your difficult times. It's fine. I'll battle my own um, fights, or I'll battle my own war or something like it. But when you see certain people, they try to be friends with you suddenly out of nowhere, very, very quickly, and they try to meet you and they show so much respect. I'm talking about my fragrance community. When I met people, I met many kind of people. And of course, life is a learning curve. You keep learning and you also make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. So when I judge others, people can judge me too. But in my humble opinion, I notice people, sometimes people are manipulative and sometimes people actually do not respect you. They say something, but they think something else about you. Okay, that's the truth. You guys know that there are two-faced people everywhere. So in our religion, we call them sort of like munafiqs and traders. It's like a big term, harsh, but that's the reality. Who are traders? Traders are people once they were your friends. They actually were your trusted buddies. They were loyal to you. You shared a lot of personal things with them. But then if that gets sour, let's say it's not your fault, it's their fault, or it's your fault, whatever, whose fault, then they turn into enemies. That is worse than your enemies. Okay, if you have friends and enemies, very clearly defined, right? You have your friends, you know them, but you have your enemies, you can be careful from them. But imagine friends who are pretending to be your friends but not really your friends, and they actually show their real face after few years, and then you'll see how dangerous they are. So thing is, like, I will tell you a few things. You guys understand like the situation right now. Solution for me is that never feel a person can be your best friend in couple of days. You like someone so much, it can be a dude, it can be a girl, it can be love, whatever. But we make mistakes. We cannot know future for certain, right? We have to trust. That's the reality. You cannot, no matter how much you know about a person, you still have to trust your gut feeling, and then share with them stuff or do business or go out. Trust them with main stuff, right? But what happens when people say nice things but they do not so nice things? Then you realize these people actually are not your friends. They are sort of dangerous enemies. They are really, really bad for your life. So I feel when you make a mistake, do not repeat it. That's biggest mistake you can make. You once see a person betrayed you, you lend them some money, or you kept something with them, they didn't keep their faith or keep your faith, and they betrayed you, never return your money, or they harmed you one time, two time. Do not go back to those people thinking like you're gonna do the bigger thing, be the bigger man and forgive. If you're naive and if you're asking your back to be stabbed, they will stab you. And that point, they are not at fault, you are at fault, right? So learn this thing, that give people chance, fair chance, but don't share too many things, personal things, too quickly. If you do not know a person, is a stranger, you don't know his family, where he stays, what he does, who is he married to, if you do not know like much about them, do not share your personal life with them. These are normal things we teach children, but nowadays we have to maintain this because life taught me a lot of bitter things. For example, in this community, when we started 2016, many people joined us over time. And when we started off, we have very few brothers. We actually were so energetic, we are so passionate. We used to meet up, we used to go to shops. I used to go to shops, do reviews, and then I always like spend almost as long as I'm up, like I try to look at fragrances, how to keep the fragrance community more interesting, go to Stalin Enterprise. You've seen me earlier days. At some point, people say that I lost my passion. I got into so much into this business of decanting, and then buying addiction. It happened. At to certain extent, it happened. And I met many people, and many people hated me. This happens. You cannot make everybody happy. Then I realized, I accept it, and then I don't react anymore that much. And I realized that people come and go. People are not that important. Most important is your own internal happiness, your family, and the Lord Himself, right? So what I realized from my suggestion, I will tell you, different countries, different cultures, but there are good and bad everywhere. And there are people who are selfish, who have certain things on mind. They want to use you, they want to be your friends, and they want to use you as a ladder to go to the next person. And they want to meet people for different reasons, not really always fragrance, admiration. They also look for competing with you. They think they know better than you. They want to tell others that, who is he doesn't know much. Many people are here, they say about me, like, he has all these clones, cheap perfumes, and they say stuff, all the hateful stuff they can say, personal vengeance, they can say, take it out. But then I realized there are certain people who come and tell me about other people. Okay, they are bad, they have caused my unhappiness, I'm feeling really angry, and the same people go to them and talk about me. When I get to know that, I never ever allow those people come back to my life. I delete them from my list, from my group. So that's who I am, because I want to keep happy, and I don't want to think, because those people are not important. I used to give a lot of importance and waste my time, energy, and lose my head. I did a lot of things, right, out of anger. So I'll tell you one thing, know your priorities, know who the people who know the people who care for you, really care for you, wish you on the birthday. I have a lot of brothers and sisters like that. I have more people who actually love me than those other side of people. So I learned to prioritize. So friends, in the end, a shortcut, a short and sweet. I met many friends, okay, and they are not friends for life. And I have seen them, they actually never liked me, some of them, and they just speak behind me, or they either jealous, I don't know, whatever, that maybe I get love from overseas, or for my reviews I get recognition, they cannot stand it. These are the reality. Many of your friends will feel like intimidated by you, or they will not like the way you are getting, maybe buying bottles, or getting good comments from overseas members, or even your own country. People respect you, they trust you, they want to use that either they want to have their own business, but the ones that you are use is done, they throw you away, they disrespect you, or they just do not like the fact, they want to be you. Okay, so those who are always talking behind you, they're always behind you, always remember that. Okay, and people who left you, who broke your trust, you know very well, like those people are not brave, they speak behind you means they don't have the courage to come and speak in front of you. I have seen many people like that. They are like, I'm big fan of yours, may I add you in Facebook, and then they go to other profiles and talking about me. Don't have the balls. So different people are different, what you're gonna do, but you have to learn to let those people pass and make important people be in your life. So remember that friends can be a blessing. At the same time, friends can be very dangerous. They can be toxic. They can pass your very sensitive information, like where you live, or your details. They know the secret about yours, they know, and they pass it to your enemy. It's very possible. This happens not in Bangladesh, everywhere it happens. So even if you don't have that many friends, if you have two good friends, one good friend, or even if you don't have a friend, you are your best friend. Okay, learn to deal with it. Do not look for people out of loneliness, or because you are sad. People actually, at times, they are not really your friends. They can do a lot more damage. When you're better, when you're single, you're better. If you're stable was empty, it was better, rather than an evil cow. Okay, if you know what I mean. So the last thing I will say, there was a song, and there's a song in India, Kolkata, we used to listen to, Mohiner Kuraguli. Okay, so that's like a band long time back, and there's a song, few lines translates like this. When you extend your hand, you don't find friends, and when they extend their hands, they may not be your friends. So remember that, and choose your friends carefully, observe them, give them a lot of time. Over the years, see the action, it will speak for itself. When they can earn your trust, gain your trust, then give them the love, because trust, love, loyalty, and respect, these are very precious things to give to someone. All right, always remember that. Have a nice day. I just had some positive thoughts after morning walk, feeling very positive energy, so I want to share with you. So let's review the Hello Man X and see what it smells like. Take care, good night. No, have a nice day from Bangladesh. Bye bye.